It's some bullshit. All right, we're all on the road tonight, and so I didn't expect that we're going to have this many problems, but we are having problems, as you guys can tell. Famous, can you hear me, brother?
Yeah, I hear you. What's up, man?
Right. All
I
right,
fixed it.
got this to work again. Oh, good, man. That's freaking awesome. Is RG3 Jim Rat's dead? That's hilarious. Late 28. It's so good to see you guys here on this. That is the third birthday of Hex. So glad to see you guys here. A lot of people I'm seeing in here. Man, Dorsey and Alien Hexican already been timed out and deleted all their messages. You must have pissed the captain off tonight. Ooh. It's good to see Melv Tony. It's good to see Dorsey. It's good to see Alien Hexican, Tripod, Bougie Raccoon, Sandy B the Dude, Hexy Quinn, my lady, and Late 28. So it is good to see you guys. Oh, hello, Ty Bull. It's good to see you, brother. Happy birthday, Hexican. Hekukens. Yes. Melv Tony, thanks for the price as always, brother. Sandip. It's good to see you as well. What's the status of SEC? There's always something going on in the background. So nothing that's worth talking about yet, but we're formulating the strategy. Got a good opportunity yesterday. I was hoping that I'd hear back from him after him talking with his SEC attorney, but hadn't heard back from him yesterday. But we had a really good meeting, and we're going to be doing some collaborations with Stoic and Coast. So we're really excited to clarify some of the. So I don't know if I'd say prematurely, but I was just trying to get the community rallied up on some of the things that we might do. And the problem is that a lot of you guys, I forget, just hang on every word a streamer say instead of thinking things through sometimes. And that's okay, because, that's what we're here to do, is inform you guys. So the right way to say things is, I just threw declarative statement out there. It's actually called a declarative action. It's an unproven legal strategy at this point in time. But that is I wanted to give you guys worst case scenario if we have to go to court to try to get a judgment for Hex. And there's about 2 other steps prior to that we can take. And so we're formulating that strategy as we are working right now, and things are looking really, really good on that front. Just not a whole lot to talk about until the progress actually happens. So nothing to worry about, guys. I think I can't speak to the vindication of Pulse and PulseX. I haven't talked a whole lot about this. I mean, we obviously talked about during the phase, the points were going down and yada, 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 etc. when it was all the sacrifice phase. But speaking to what Stoic had said on Maxim's channel, so if you guys haven't checked out Maxim interviewing Stoic, it was an amazing and a brilliant interview, since Stoic does a lot of work with the SEC, and because he's trying to write code that's compliant to the SEC and not being registered securities, and they're creating a fiat on-ramp. They're doing some really good things over there. So if you guys get the opportunity, go back, watch that. But there's just not a lot that we have. There's just nothing new or exciting yet. There's just formulations going on at this point in time. But I don't think there's anything that we really need to worry about with that. Going back to the point that Stoic was making, was that there's supposedly in some legal journals possible chance for the sacrifice to be a legit way to get around the registered securities. It's untested, unproven at this point in time. So the SEC may go for those, but I believe long-term Hex is going to be vindicated. And I think it'll at least fall under the Hinman standard, where even if it was launched as a security, if they try to make that argument that it's sufficiently decentralized that's not an issue any longer. So that's about all I had to say to that. I want to get into birthday party, man. I mean, this is
let's chill, man. What the fuck?
Yeah, isn't that cool, man?
It's like the third birthday. I'm representing the third wave, So it's like there's the first birthday. This is our first birthday, so it's awesome, man. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be here, man.
Yeah, well, we're happy to have you, man. Thanks for joining the show. thank you for bringing your insight. You give a whole nother dimension to Discourse that we've not had in the past, and it's cool to see the younger generation and someone who's as well adept with the markets, the crypto markets, and the way things work in crypto. So we're extremely excited. You guys, the new team working behind, there's a whole team, guys, working behind the new show that Famous and the Captain are doing, and they are just absolutely killing it, doing such good work back there. So HexCB, Bullish OX, Famous, you guys are just absolutely doing a great job. I'm so happy to be proud of everything that you guys are a part of. So thanks for letting me hit your coattails for a little while there.
Oh, man, don't worry about it. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to help. I'm glad to help.
Yeah, man. Well, you guys are doing a great job. Yeah,
we try to do the most, and Twitter Spaces is it's a crazy spot, man. It's like, I guess it's like the pre-metaverse to our metaverse, if you want to call about it. Like, let's see what happens. What's happening in there?
Yeah, I know. Hey,
as soon as I turn it on, they start moving cans and stuff outside. I'm literally in a garage right now. We just got back from the yacht trip. We had a blast out there with all the Hexicans. Good times. Supposed to maybe regroup and go back out again tonight, but I don't know if that's going to happen to the old man. But I know that the rest of the Hexicans are going out to a club tonight, but probably not me. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But good times out here. Everybody's showing up.
Well,
looks like it's going to be a heck of a good birthday party.
That's awesome. Well, you're not going to make it till tomorrow if you keep the car running in the garage there. So make sure to turn the cars off when you
Did anyone jump in the water on the yacht? Did anyone jump in the water? Like, yes. Yeah, you were allowed. You were allowed, or you weren't allowed?
I think it was allowed, but probably not the attire that was being worn when it happened.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Good. I'm glad. Yeah, man. That's
awesome. Or the non-attire that was being worn while it was.
So what's the plans tonight, in case anyone's watching that's going? What's the plans tonight?
I believe it's called the Park Hotel or the Park Club. I may be wrong. Let me. I'd have to double check that. But there's a nightclub they're all going to at 10 o'clock tonight. A couple hours. So yeah.
It was CC.
Yeah, Sandy B, the dude says it was CZ, huh?
Oh, it was
or Kool-Aid, he says, or Kool-Aid.
Yeah, Kool-Aid was in his best, and so was coffee. So we had coffee and Kool-Aid. Yeah, and it was a heck of a yacht trip.
Heck of a yacht trip. So what is this, like Hexican condiments or Hexican soft drinks or what? Like, why does everyone have a name based upon drinks? I don't get it.
I haven't met Hex Coke yet, but
Hex Coke. I'm sure on
Hex
Twitter,
Hex 7-Up, like Hex 7-Up.
I like that one.
Come on, yeah, you guys are making this.
We should actually create those. Like, I actually should make those. Those are some good troll accounts. Not gonna lie. Hex 7-Up. The Hex Batman. I'm still waiting for someone to take the role of the Hex Batman.
I know we haven't
troll the shit out of what's his name, the Hex Joker. Someone has to do it, man. Someone has to do it.
Dorsey says, why don't you just pop some gas station pills, some garage pills, Captain, and then you're good to go the rest of the night. Oh, the old days of Captain taking his gas station pills before coming on.
I was wondering what the Hexicans are doing tonight for the birthday. I thought it was the third. I didn't know it was the second.
No, it is the second, my friend. Yes.
So what I know for sure is that the day of it, I know it's Marco the Hexican's birthday. But it's also someone else's. Who was it again? It was, Black Hexican. Happy birthday. Shouts out to them.
Yeah, it was their birthday.
And it was Marco the Hexican's too birthday. So
yeah, Marco wasn't on the yacht, but yeah.
Oh, he's got the secondary account. Why you do me dirty like that, Captain? He says. Alan Fizame. Jared wants to know if you've got his.
I will not put up with this. Will not.
He wants to know if you've got a sail ship, Captain. And then he asked
there
me.
was a pirate ship out there
tells me
that we drove.
I saw
Really?
that picture. Yeah, I saw that picture.
Yeah, there was.
With a ship in the back. You should have said, "Oh, I found a parking." You should have wrote, "I found a parking." You should have literally said that. That would have been the funniest caption.
Hexicans says, "It's okay, Captain. I loved gas station pills too. Good old cross tops."
Little Black Beauty action. Cross top. Yep.
The yellow jackets are the ones I used to take.
Yeah, the what are they, 357 Magnums?
What'd you guys do last year for the birthday? What'd you guys do last year for them? What's up, Sandy?
We did the 731 gathering.
We were in London, baby. We were in London.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That was a blast. I still got my personally signed and autographed Richard Hart poster.
Wow. That's legendary. Dad,
I think I'm gonna be a good kid tonight, Dorsey. Sorry.
You should actually take take the signature and cut it up in like thousands of pieces, and then make an NFT for each piece and sell it.
Yeah, it was the 741, not the 731.
Well, it was supposed to be the 731, but they misprinted everything with 741. So all the T-shirts still say 741 on them. And it was actually 731 days. Yeah. So it's been an ongoing joke for the last year. So the church girls want to know who the cute older gentleman with glasses is.
Give them a hammer. Give them ladies a hammer. Thank you. Thank you.
Give the ladies a hammer.
Give a lady a hammer and please clean up the space. Get rid of these.
That's hilarious. Yeah, come on, guys. Don't be dirty in the chats.
Who's in the chat? Hexicans, what you doing tonight? Come on up.
Yeah. And what you doing tonight, Hexicans? Come on in.
Who else is in there? Let me see. Church girls. Come say hi.
Church girl says, "Hammer me, Captain." Oh yeah.
HSI me.
HSI me. Oh man. Yeah, none of that tonight, guys. No $50 super chats. We're good. We're good. Hex to 10 cents this weekend. I'm okay with that. If you're staked, it really shouldn't matter, though.
So if you DCA, that really does. You got a DCA.
Now's a good time to be DCA, and if you, depending on your risk tolerance and your,
if you would have been doing it once a week,
portfolio.
If you would have been doing it once a week, you'd be good. You could have capitalized on a lot of little dips, a lot of little dips. You could have
absolutely. Hey, Bullish OX, I just sent the StreamYard in the chat. You can. This is open for any of you Hexicans anyway.
Oh, yeah, so, Bullish is coming for sure.
Yeah,
let's go. I don't want to bother him.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man.
Good work on those shorts.
Yeah, he's been doing some awesome shorts. Oh, there's the man. Hey, brother. Thanks for coming in.
What's going on, fam?
Man, life is good. Life is good.
Life is great. Life is great. Life continues. Life goes on.
Yeah, man. It does. Nice job with the shorts. Nice job with the shorts. I like it, man.
Yeah, I was killing some times at the barbershop and I had my laptop, so I was like, let me knock some stuff out. But I just wanted to hop in real quick, say happy birthday to Hex. Happy birthday to all the day one Hexicans. And just wanted to come in, show my love and support.
Thank you, sir.
Man.
Appreciate it.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks for that support, brother. Doing good work out there.
Yeah, I just wanted to come in, give a little quick shout out, give a little cameo. A little occupied right now, but we keep on moving forward.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Yeah.
What's up? How's everything going? I've been out of the loop for like a week. Fill me in. I got like about a couple of minutes.
Put you in the loop, man. I don't know. I think the craziest thing is that, in my opinion, Sang Bangman Free just like walked in this bitch like, "Hi, I'm here. I stole all your money." Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. Wasn't my fault, but whatever. It was a mistake. And then Kim.com got kicked from Mario's space. Jim Rat got.
Now, I wanted to know more about that. What happened?
I don't know
there?
if he knows. Yeah, that was. I don't know what happened. I think it was because FBS Sam was there and Kim like went off on him or something like that. That's what I heard. So then, yeah. But prior to that, Jim Rat actually. Apparently, people are saying Jim Rat says he left, but people say that Jim Rat got kicked out by, or got like told off by, Kim.com.
Really?
So that was pretty funny.
I didn't get to catch it.
Hearing your side of the story, I heard that from Jim Rat's mouth that he basically tried to school him on how shitty Bitcoin is and how great ERC20s are, especially given that Hex is built on it. And apparently he got not necessarily that he got booted out, but he got frustrated and he left. You know, that's Jim Rat style.
Well, someone told me. Okay, well, see, this is why someone told me, and I asked him, but he didn't want to talk about it. And he said, well, someone said that he tried to shill his channel once, and then after that, he tried to get in and give advice on a certain situation, and then Kim got mad.
Well, blame me for that.
Was like, "Fuck you" in a way, and then I don't know if he probably they whatever happened, but Jim Rat was on fire, man. He was like, "I love it. I thought you might have knew," and I was like, "That's it." Besides that, that's it. Tangent had a really good space. I really liked what's his name, Jim Rat's show with that guy from prison. It was cool. It was really
really
cool.
I've like honestly like missed out on all that stuff because I like literally been out of the loop. But as far as like the Kim.com stuff, I heard about that and
yeah, he's not in Mario's space no more. Mario's like, "Yo, who wants to be a new co-host?" and now Kim.com went to go host the girl Tara. I don't know who the fuck she is, but like she's terrible. And now they had like 17, almost 20K people in there.
Wow. Yeah, I heard something about Elon releasing some dirty stuff for like politics.
Yeah. Which,
wow.
By the Biden family. Wait, hold up. What was
Exciting times.
Yeah. That'd be exciting. I've been driving all day, so I apologize for being out of the loop on you guys here.
Well, it's nothing much, man. It's nothing much. It's just drama. It's just cool drama. Nonsense drama.
But before I drop off, let's bring this back on a positive loop. So, Kinetics, I know you've been here from the early days. So I'm just curious, and I'm sure the audience as well will be valuable insight. So compared to year 1 to year 3, what do you think the difference is?
We are not as cohesive as a community as we used to be, and we're still up almost 1,000x, and we've got more crybabies than we did before. So that's on the negative side. On the positive side, Hex keeps working 100% uptime. Code keeps working the way it's supposed to. T-shares print more Hex every day, and I think that more people should be focused on that, and not that we're in a bear market. So that's just my advice for the rest of the community. But guys, this thing keeps working the way we thought it did. The way we did our research, and we came to the conclusion that this thing works regardless of any third parties. And here we are, still chugging on.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm glad you mentioned that because prior to the location I'm at now, I had like about an hour drive, and I'm just in the car with my wife. We're driving, cruising, and I'm talking to her about Hex and all this other stuff. And to your point about how it just works flawlessly, I was pretty much telling her about once the merge happened and then the forks, and there was people within our own community being negative and saying like that's not real Hex, and we get the last laugh because regardless of whatever chain it's at, whether it's mainnet, Ethereum proof of work, or Ethereum Fair, or in the future PulseChain, Hex works flawlessly.
100%. Yep. That's what we wanted, right? We wanted a real crypto that paid yield. It pays in like kind. So regardless of what the dollar value of Hex is, you're getting paid. The code never has to worry about whether it can pay back more hex, it prints more hex for you. If you're staked, as long as you're staked, you get part of that inflation. No third party, no entity, no foundation, no DAO, no trust, no nothing out there that pays, man. It just does what it was supposed to do. And I agree with that. The body mechanic, flawless victory, to put it in Mortal Kombat terms. Flawless victory.
Finish him. A constant
Finish.
A constant
Yep.
fatality.
That's right.
Constant.
12 years to go, boys, and then some. That's right. So those who stake day one, you still have 12 days from, or 12 years, and what is it? It's 15.2. So what is that? I don't even know. That what 15 years and 3 months or something. So 12 months and 12 years and 3 months left for you guys to get to the end of it.
And 12 years fly. As a parent with a 5-year-old, it feels like he was born like 2-3 years ago. So 5 years will fly, 12 years will fly. Before you know it, your 15-year stakes will be up, and we'll be celebrating.
Yep. This is exciting, guys. I think this is great. Just made it one more year in the face of the haters, and I need my coffee cup that says "Tears of Hex Haters" because we're still drinking them, boys. Still drinking them.
Literally, man, it's hilarious.
All right, fam. I gotta go. I'm getting a phone call, which means I'm needed. So on that note, peace out, peace and love. Be safe, be kind. Remember, even though it's a bear market, everything's at a discount. Figure out how to either save money or make more money, and everything will work out.
Yep. Make sure you guys invest responsibly based upon your risk parameters. So don't YOLO it in and then cry at the rest of us later because your product's not out yet and you put too much in. It's not at the price you wanted at.
Absolutely. And on an ending note, happy birthday, peace and love.
Ciao, man.
Happy birthday, boys.
Stay safe,
bro. So anything else exciting in the Twitter spaces lately?
No, not much, man. Everyone's on. Most of the people in the Twitter space are actually in San Diego, so they're. We were supposed to get like a nice little introduction with the CZ and Hexicans was supposed to come, but had no other partying, so we'll see. If not, if not, basically, I said I was gonna just talk the whole time and just boil everyone out until there was no one left, and then we could shut it. But
that works.
Yeah, I just want to say happy birthday, guys. But honestly, for the new people like myself, I just want to say good job, guys. We made it to here. I know I came on the other side of the year, so like I know we're at the beginning of the last month. So we came in. I remember this time around, it was just about to happen. Like it was like a year ago. It's like when this all changed. So like we're getting there. We made one more month. It's the last month for a year for us. So this is like a very good time because this is our first birthday, right? So I just want to say good job, guys. We whenever you came in, most of the people that are in the community came in around this time last year. So we had the when was it? The 20? I think was it the 29th of December that it started. The sacrifice for PulseChain.
No, I think it was like January 6th. It was somewhere in there, January 3rd. I thought it was very beginning of January. I don't even remember now. It's I've slept too many times since then.
Yeah, well, at the beginning of the PulseChain, that's basically when everything like started. So like, good job, guys. It's been our first year of waiting, delaying our gratification. So this is what happens when you invest in a new thing, and I'm really happy. I'm really happy because it would have been too easy for people just to get in and out like that.
Yep.
It would have been too easy.
So Ewok's agreeing with you. It was before the new year. I don't remember that, man.
I think it was the 29th of December, if I'm not mistaken. And then it was like January 6th or 9th or 10th that it started dipping because we had our first days.
Oh yeah. Well, and it did the same thing it did in the first sacrifice too. Yeah. It didn't it started off strong and then it dipped. There's some speculation that there were some players out there that were purposely pushing down the price so that the people who sacrificed first with big bags get a better rate, get more points.
It's a game too, but at the same time too, it's like most people that could have put a lot at the same time and who are willing to give that much at that same time are usually the people that provide liquidity or are gonna, it's a different mode, I think, at that point, because we still went up a lot since then in active users. So I don't know. It really depends. It could have been 5 people. It could have been 2 people.
That's true. Good point. We don't really know.
You know what I mean? Like the way I've been seeing it move, like obviously it's a group, it's a couple groups. And then you see certain people that came up, like they got out most of the time. But it's I don't know. There's a lot of analysis to do. Not enough time.
I wish I had more time in the day to do those things. I've got too many things we're working on right now to be able to sit there and crunch that stuff, because I'd love to do that, because I'm a kind of a nerd when it comes to spreadsheets and visuals and things, but just don't have the time to do it.
No, I feel you. You got to have time, because you got to go in and out, and you got to use Etherscan, because nothing else really works that well.
Yep.
So with Etherscan, you see everything. What's up, DG?
DG, my boy.
How we doing, guys?
Doing good, brother.
Happening, brother?
Oh, happy
How's our
birthday,
Scottish
Hex.
brother doing?
I'm good, man. It's my first Hex birthday, and as someone that found it, the reason I get into crypto was to find somewhere better for the meager amount of savings that I have that would accrue a decent interest, and I'm so happy to have found Hex, and I'm a very happy man even now. Well, things are all at the bottom. Understanding how the market works, and also understanding just how bullish Hex is right now with everything that's going on.
And not just on ETH 2.0, because DG and I, we degen in the ETH Fair and Ethereum W, the proof of work, especially the POW side of things, and providing liquidity for stupid pairings and trying to play all the games, all the degen games over there with all those free coins that aren't worth anything yet.
Yeah. Nice little pump on Hex over there recently too, by the way.
Yeah, there was. Someone just bought a $35,000 market buy, and it goes a long way when Hex is when it's 100x less than what it was over on the ETH 2.0 chain. So it doesn't take much to pump it, especially since the liquidity is super low over there compared to ETH 2.0.
Yeah, it's interesting comparing the two, especially with the when you compare it with how it balances out against the native token as well. I know what I'm talking about, but I really don't. But for me, the interesting thing with a chain like that is, like, I suppose the way to put it is, with all the FTX stuff that everyone's paying attention to right now, what a lot of people aren't paying attention to right now, or have forgotten a little bit maybe about, is just how important PulseChain is, because Ethereum proof of stake has basically rugged the DeFi community by bending the knee to censorship and shit like that. The things that they've done, and these are just the little drips just now. The door's been opened, so that was one of the reasons I liked the idea of proof of work and playing around with it. And it's got the whole Ethereum side, so it can be successful in that sense, whereas PulseChain kind of fixes all this. So it's more important than ever, the launch of PulseChain. And I think a lot of people in the Hex community are paying so much attention to FTX and all that squirrel red herring stuff, the games the government play. They're not watching what's happening under their noses, or not paying enough attention to it. That's where I think a lot of the attention should be getting paid right now. Anyway, rant over.
I don't think people are putting enough emphasis on how compliant ETH 2.0 has been with these OFAC blocks and all of these different all these different censorship mechanisms. You're like, but there's no reason in Ethereum existing if there's not censorship resistance.
You see my point though, because it was a very big deal for quite a short period, and then FTX happened. Do you know what I mean? All of a sudden, people started talking about that instead of this. Like, people need to stay on point.
Well, I just think it's like they're trying to run a system that's being run by people that are smarter than them. So they got outwitted, in my opinion. They got outwitted from June till now. So like it was like brewing. The shit was brewing. You saw it with like the little hacks here and there of bridges. You saw like the fact that no one was active anymore on certain forums. Like you were just like, it was like, oh, it's like you could feel the hay just swinging through the Wild Wild West. And it's just like, now you just saw everything happen. And I was like, okay, that's why everything's going to go down. There's chaos. It's too much. It's all leveraged money. So and now we're fine. And now, you know, FTX, but it's more than just FTX, man. It's the whole system. It's the way it works. So people don't realize that, like, if all the liquidity is fake and borrowed, then the gains are all fake and borrowed. So someone has to get paid back, and that's what happens. And then there's no one to pay themselves back. How are they supposed to pay themselves back?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah, it was just a game of hide the ball under the cup and shuffle the cups around a little bit and hope you're gonna get rich. It's
I feel like hacking is like a GTA fucking mission where it's like go retrieve the money.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it.
That's the way it's been. It's been everyone's hacking themselves.
Yeah.
They're like, fuck it, we have no more money, so like just steal our own money.
I mean, it's like, I almost hate to sound like a dick rider, but Richard Hart did tell us. Do you know what I mean? It's one of the reasons I'm grateful to have, you know, found HEX in the community and the support that I was given, and I'm glad to be able to pay back in some ways now. Is that one of the first things I did was move everything off of exchanges and into cold storage, like everything. Just I couldn't get it out there fast enough, and yeah, I don't think it was even 2 months after I did that it all started happening. Like Swissborg was one of the apps that I used, one of the exchanges, a European one. And within 2 months, I heard a guy talking about how he'd had 10 grand locked up. They wouldn't let him access.
You know what's fucked up? I invested in their ICO, man. They had a lot of potential, but it's just because of their reserves. It's the way.
Even though I knew nothing about crypto, I put a fair amount of research into that company before I went in. But at the end of the day, they're centralized. They're useful, but yeah, I mean, the best advice I ever got was to never hold anything on any of them. And when you have something like HEX, and there are other things out there, but nothing quite like HEX that you can put your money in, because like I said at the start, that's why I got into crypto, was to store my savings and get a good yield.
But the one thing about crypto, the one thing about HEX that people don't realize is the consistency. And that consistency is actually the main point of why it's amazing, in my opinion. Just give me a second. I have to get a cleaner.
Well, there was a Bitcoin guy in a Twitter space I was listening to recently, an ex-Bitcoin guy who got free HEX, and one of the things he said, it's like having is it an ASICs printer?
What are you trying to look for? ASIC miner.
There was a guy in one of the Twitter spaces. He said something about HEX. He was a Bitcoin guy, or ex-Bitcoin guy, or he's a HEX guy now. And he said something about HEX is like having a miner.
Oh, it's like a miner in your pocket.
Yeah, mate, that was it, like a miner on steroids in your pocket. Yeah.
No, Hex is basically DeFi. It's the real definition of DeFi. You look at Uniswap. It's well, you know what? Actually, I take that back. Hex is not DeFi because Hex is its own thing. Because DeFi would be like Uniswap. It would be the DeFi, decentralized finance, where you're trusting a contract, right? You're not trusting an entity. But now, as Uniswap is changing its ways, it stopped becoming DeFi. And Hex is like, we're gonna figure this out because I've been trying to figure out the word. Like,
well, listen to that.
What does Hex? What does Hex do?
Amazing.
Right? Hex doesn't do DeFi, right? Like you can't financially do what we do with Hex normally. So like, how's that DeFi? That's the real question. Because if we could separate that idea, that's like it's different. Like you got all these products that do this, which is DeFi, and then you got this, which is like this is essential for a chain. So we have the potential to do that with PulseChain. Say that this product, this concept, this tool, this code is good for this chain. So the potential we have with what we're creating is bigger than just like, oh yeah, like get your 1000x and get the fuck out. It's like, okay, well, can we change how the system works? Like the way Ethereum did it. Like that's probably the next goal is like how can you change the system? Exactly how Ethereum did it with Bitcoin. It's like, how can you change the system? And they did, and then I think they did the biggest mistake, which was like Bitcoin didn't get into it and then changed it. They were just we didn't do anything. We didn't do much.
One of the things we got with PulseChain is the massive innovation and creation of stuff to either exist on there or built on this chain that are also still built to exist on there. Like I don't think there's anything else out there quite like it that's before it's even launched is kind of revved up and ready to go with some of the most innovative stuff in DeFi, be it for better or worse.
No, really, man. I'll be honest with you. Everything's getting copied over. It's no much innovation. Like every project we're coming up with is a copy of something. And I think what's really different is what you don't realize is PulseX. There's the first chain that has its native DEX that they made. That has never been done before. Never. No trust like that with a creation. Plus the way that they're bringing it out to you and the way you're already aware of how it works. That's another one. But also the factor that when you look at like Ethereum and you're an old guy and you understand how Ethereum works, you're like, okay, well, you got ETH that never moves. You got ETH that's just used for transaction. And then you got ETH that's used for swapping, right? It's wrapped ETH. It's actually the ERC20 that people use to do what they got to do with it. And then when you realize that these three problems, this is why ETH got to the point where it's like so expensive. And you're like, what the fuck? Why is it so expensive? And now breaking the system. Well, that's because it's being utilized too much on each side. So what do you do? Well, you break out the job in three different ways. So you got that with Hex, you got that with PulseX, you got that with PulseChain. And then you have a coherence. And then you could create a massive liquidity with that coherence. And then boom, that's our idea.
Oh, you're forgetting a new wallet with its own token too. So
here's a question. I'm curious about.
You think he's gonna do that like that? I don't think he's gonna do it like that.
I think he'll do another sacrifice and he'll do a wallet token. He's got a team already working on it. He's confirmed as much.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's been pretty much confirmed.
Yep. He'll have
himself.
And now with MetaMask, tracking everybody's progress with and what they're in their IP addresses, for a fact, being a free kind of guy, Richard Hart's not going to stand for that.
You think he's going to make a sacrifice though for it?
Yeah, I do. Just because he said he would, and he usually follows through with what he says he's going to do. So
I didn't realize it said.
I personally, I see. So you look at Alex's ecosystem he created with Hedron based around the T-share. Brilliant design. The way Icosa feeds back into the whole system, it's a circular ecosystem. I think what what Richard needs to do is he needs to make the incentive token for staking, both one-sided and farming on PulseX, the PulseX token. I think he needs to make the wallet token the actual incentive token. So the incentive token that gets paid is the wallet token. And then you create a closed loop ecosystem. I was talking with Larry about this, and I think it'd be brilliant if he did that and didn't do a sacrifice.
Ooh, I like that idea. But then you take out my idea, which
Me
is
too.
like, which is like my favorite one, which is like, I don't know, you don't ever. Well, whoa, I like that.
I think it's you get ultimate game theory that way, and then you get a system that becomes a positive feedback loop that is always compounding on top of itself. What is the chat talking about? I can't even keep up with these guys. They're not even talking about the same things we are.
Wow. No, it really is, man.
Bro,
so
I
I've
can't
got a question.
think of that.
You guys might be able to answer me or give opinions
so
on, right?
That's
so
simple. But
quick question: why would Ethereum go to proof of stake rather than focus on sharding if they were really looking to improve the network?
Well, they don't really
And
need
how,
to.
I don't see.
They don't really need to improve the network. They just need to take a load off of it. They just need to take a load off. And if you take if you take the load off of the swapping that's necessary,
I don't know.
You do a lot, man.
For me,
like,
just
imagine if you needed Uniswap. Imagine if you needed Uniswap to create pairs to actually have incentivized pairs with that, or like do something with Uniswap. Like you actually could do something. There'd be a lot of liquidity for it, but there isn't. So ETH is everything, and you have the stable coins, which is everything. So then you have this coin which never moves and goes up or down, the stable coin which dicks your whole impermanent loss. And if your second biggest liquidity is ETH, well, then you're tied to ETH. Even if you have, everything's in USDC. Well, mathematically, it goes to the second pair, whichever is most volatile. So it goes to ETH. That's how you get dick. In my idea of how that Hart's law will work, because it's like you're technically supposed to lose whether with the stable coin, no matter what, on the permanent. So you're losing, you're stable, you're not losing value, you're losing actual stable, just like you would if it goes up. So it's like, oh, okay. So but that wallet token being the incentive. That's crazy. So it's like triple the fees. Hello? Are you still good?
Yo.
Oh, I thought
did you lose Kinetics, man?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Kinetics is coming back.
Main Ethereum chain. There it is. It just shifted.
I wonder what everyone is. Did we put out the link in the chat to bring people up? Let's go, man. Come on, guys.
Yeah, nobody's joining. This is
They're maybe all streamed out.
It's famous that butt fuck guy.
No.
That
butt fuck. Yeah.
No. I'm not the coin famous.io, but I stole their PH though. So I don't think they like that, but I stole their PH.
I use the PH whenever
I don't have
I
a
type
product
as well.
I provide free shit. But in other words, something that did do that is free. You might not like the guy, but he did that Fatty wallet. That Fatty, I don't know what's the website. I won't say it, but like
I heard that mentioned earlier tonight.
It's pretty cool. It's focused for our ecosystem. It's focused for our ecosystem, so it's like a D bank. Oh, nice. Which one is that one?
So Buckfoot did the same thing. or that is him. That is the fatty. It's an aggregator desktop, so you can watch your whole portfolio at one time. It's like managing your online banker. It's brilliant.
It's like D-Bank, but it's working. It works for our ecosystem. So whether you like them or not, that thing's actually fucking useless. Fucking useless. But
the D-Bank is useless.
No, not D-Bank, but I'm saying it's useful. Sorry.
Oh,
it's
useful.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I was. I was like, that actually sees some utility in that. I think it'd be
no. In my head, I was like, yeah, it's useless. In my head, I was like, well, no, it's useful. It's not useless. It's actually very useful for us, especially because he's focusing. He says he focuses it for us, and it's gonna be free. It's gonna be completely free.
Yeah.
So.
I just keep it simple, man. I'm a Trezor, MetaMask, and Flashbots guy. Keep it simple.
Use Flashbots, huh?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have to talk after this. All right, we're gonna have to talk. We're gonna have to talk.
Yeah, I can send you a video. I'm sure I can dig it out. Yeah, you just punch it in and it's all there. Like you don't have to move any funds or anything like that, you know.
Yeah.
And it deals with.
I like that. I have an idea for. I have an idea for an ecosystem that can be run off of. Okay. MEV.
MEV is it? What's the one that like the
it's sandwich attack is what it technically. Well, that's minor extracted value. That is MEV.
Yeah, but, MEV. There.
But if you're using Flashbots, you can actually sandwich attack the trade.
Sandwich.
Yep, sandwich attack. So
you guys are getting me hungry.
Yeah, right.
that's exactly why.
Too much alpha. Too much alpha, man. People are like, "What Flashbots? What are they doing? What are they doing?"
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, you can sandwich the trades if you can. If they're being, the trades are being submitted with all of the information available. You can sandwich and push them to the max slippage and get the difference between where the trade started and their max slippage set in their wallet before they trade.
Let me see if I can. Do you know what, actually? Do you know what, guys, that I think are asking in the chat? Actually, one of our own guys, K4K Crypto, I believe I've heard folks say, has actually done a video about Flashbots RPC. So I'm sure that's worth checking out because, you know, he tends to dish out good info. So if you're interested in the Flashbot RPC, I'm pretty sure your own guy K4K has done a video on that. So
right on. I love it. That's cool. He's always got good information. K4K is one of my favorite streamers in Hex because he's got some educational stuff that's actionable. It's not just us obloviating for 4 or 5 hours about how great Hex is when we know how great the code is already. He's actually bringing some useful information. Him and Coffee. Yep. Yeah. And they talk about stuff that's actionable. That, hey, it may or may not work for you or fit your risk profile, but in case you're interested, here's how you do these things.
That's again to me that's coffee. When you say that to me that's coffee. Crypto,
yes.
Okay, is more like, hey, I'm just gonna take it a level more for the people that like when I listen to him, I'm just like, okay, nice. Yeah. This is someone like a not advanced mode, but he's like
so it's not a 101.
Coffee gets it to everyone. Yeah. He's like precise, like this is the idea, this is how you do it, this is if you want to do it, show this to someone, you can show this to anyone. Then you got K4K, it's like you show a noob K4K, it's like you guys are gonna be like, you know, like it's verbiage is like it's like on a different level. He's aiming it for people who have different, in my opinion. Obviously everyone listens to him, but I really like K4K. I really like it.
Well, there's 1%. Well, it is. It's like graduate class. It's it's the next level. It's for those who are done with the 101 freshman level and they're ready to move on to sophomore, junior levels type classes. And K4K has that deeper thought on some of the. It's not. And Coffee purposely is trying to aim for the newbies that are just coming into the space that need a broader understanding. So they do a really good job piggybacking off of each other.
I do. It's good. It's good to have all grounds covered.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then there was
100%.
cryptographics had some good like mathematics. Hex is the way it kills it, but he's a bit more. He has some risky videos, but I like it because he always sticks to the fundamentals. But he's really, really good, and he also has some videos for his kids. You can see kids, so if you want to get your kids involved, he actually shows you what he does with his kids. It's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I got several different things to talk about real quick here. The first one here. Oops, sorry. No, Millie. Hexo never called me. I don't think he had the FBI knocking on his door. The person who had the Twitter was Togosh. He was the one doing the postcards, the hexpostcards.com. He's the one that said that the FBI was knocking on his door, and he had a picture of Hexo giving confession to Richard Hart. It was a pretty clever meme that he had in his post, but that was a Twitter post by Togosh, and he said he didn't answer the door. I don't know anything about that. That's all I saw was just the Twitter on that one. But T-Bird, thank you so much for bringing this up. This is going to be a big one, guys. Next weekend, Discourse Syndicate has we are the platinum level sponsor for the largest kickboxing event or Muay Thai event ever in Australia. This is the first time an Australian has ever qualified for the diamond belt. It's a world championship belt that usually is won in Singapore and Thailand. And it's our own fighter that we've been supporting all year for 2022. Jake Lund is fighting for the diamond belt, the creme de la creme Muay Thai fighting belt next weekend in Australia. And we are, I think it's in Brisbane, and we are the platinum sponsor. So we have hex.com real big on that mat. And we also have Discourse Syndicate as well on that mat. So we're really excited about this, guys. Our guys, since we sponsored him, he hasn't lost a fight yet, and he's even done we even sponsored one of his boxing fights. Before this fight, we sponsored him to go to Thailand and train with the masters in Thailand. So our guy, man, he's gonna rock it. We're so excited. He killed it last time, so we're really excited to see what he does next weekend. And bring home the diamond belt, which is the most prestigious Muay Thai fighting belt in the world. It's a world championship. So
love it.
Take that home for hex.com. Yep. Take it home for hex.com next week.
Definitely going to be watching that. I'm a lifetime martial artist, so looking forward to watching that. Hey, and if you need any recovery,
every time I hear more about you, my friend, I'm like, oh, that's my boy. I knew I liked you for a reason. So we have a lot in common, and I just keep finding more and more out about you. So in fact, Finn Bear is another one of those who's very like-minded with us. He keeps sending me all the Systema and Krav Maga and all different kinds of videos. And I'm like, oh man, you just make me want to start training again.
Yeah. Unfortunately, two styles that have been kind of plagiarized is Krav Maga and Systema, especially Systema.
Plagiarized, you said? Oh, yeah.
Plagiarized. Yeah, big time.
So Systema is one of those, I mean, not to take it too far away from crypto, but Systema is one of those, you look at it and you're like, that shit's fake. There's no way. And then you actually train and you're like, holy shit, this is like judo on steroids. It's very effective.
One quick word, especially is from the martial arts perspective, when you say don't take it too far away from crypto, to paraphrase Miyamoto Musashi, like when you understand the way broadly, you can apply it to everything. So true. You know, almost anything you talk about, you know, principles, if the principles are good, then they can be applied to crypto, to whatever. It's like you just said about seeing fakes and then experience and all the rest of it, and you know, it can all be applied. But Systema is an interesting one. It's just one of the biggest problems is with Systema is, again, you can apply this to whatever you want, but some of the bigger figureheads went into very much the kind of, I hate to use the term, but pseudo martial arts direction, whereas like, oh, I just touch you here and redirect your energy and you fall and you flip over. Systema at its core is it's a battle-tested, battle-hardened art. It's just in recent times, much like Krav Maga, has become diluted and polluted by people that, go and get a weekend certificate, and then all of a sudden they're charging people 50 quid a month to train twice a week.
Yep. Yeah, I won't go too far into that because I got a whole spiel to say about how hypocritical Krav Maga became. It was supposed to be the martial art that literally took golden nuggets from all other martial arts, and as long as it worked, they pluck it and bring it in as part of their system. And it was supposed to be something that ever evolved, and now they've become so traditionalist. They're like, no, that's not Krav Maga. And it's like, well, a stagnant Krav Maga is not actually Krav Maga. So
a stagnant martial art is stagnant.
It's stagnant. Yeah. And we'd be 40 years down the road and way more advanced than we are with advanced fighting tactics if we had never lost Bruce Lee, because that's the road he was exploring before his death.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually a third generation Jeet Kune Do student, from Bruce to both Jesse Glover and Ted Wong, then to Tommy Carruthers, who was one of my teachers in Jeet Kune Do, which was Bruce Lee. And I actually left that community because of this is what Jeet Kune Do is, and that's what Jeet Kune Do is, when actually, Bruce himself dissolved his clubs because it was becoming too much of a stylized and, this is the way type thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, this is the only way, and then it becomes, well, my version of it and your version of it, and and again, this is all applicable. If guys are listening, wish to, they can apply it to the current circumstance and HEX and all the rest of it. So you have to be very careful, when you have something so great, that you don't make it stagnant, and this is what it is, and nothing can change.
Well, I'm excited about PulseChain and how it's going to change the dynamics of HEX. How I think when you're going to be able to do shorter stakes because the gas fee isn't going to kill you. I just watch. You're going to see the T-share rate on Ethereum going up like this, and the T-share rate on PulseChain just going, because you're just going to be able to do so many more stakes, and every time there's an ROI, that T-share rate goes up. So I'm excited to see that.
Okay. I'm also excited to see more HEX in the liquidity, so that more could be used to stake.
Yeah,
because that's what we want. You want more people to have it. You want all these people to provide liquidity, and so that you can spread it out more. Because right now there's less HEX than there is in the maxi.
Yep.
To buy. So it's like, what's the point? How many people are gonna can dump that shit? And you want to obviously have less people to dump it, but to one extent, we're not going to be able to stop people from being able to crash the price one day. You won't. Look at Ethereum. It's like people that complain about that famous word, right? The OA. It's like, well, dude, did you do analysis on other coins? It's like them too. They could just drop everything like a little like a god or like a jet engine, just it's gonna blow us all away. One person. So it's like I really feel like I can't wait to see actual liquidity being provided, so that we buy more and people get more of the HEX that's in supply, and then like that we could spread it out more. And then you stake more, and you could utilize and burn more T-shares, and actually it becomes rarer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it literally becomes rare. Hold on one second. We got our boy Hex Mac here tonight.
What's up, Mac?
Love this guy. Most positive person in crypto.
What up, boys?
Most positive person in the world that I know. Hey, great looking shirt you got there, buddy.
Hey,
yeah,
the back
that
looks
is a
even
nice
better,
looking.
man.
Yeah, look at that height. Oh, look at that, and that's I use that as our thumbnail tonight too. So for the show.
That's fucking dope.
That's perfect.
Where's the Saturday fucking Twitter Spaces, man? Come on, man. Tell Llama to come on. Hurry the fuck up, man. Wake up, man.
You gotta go berate Llama. He hosts them. We just vibe together.
Yeah, I know.
He's been a bit out of things at the minute, but hopefully over
I hope he's
the
doing
Christmas
good, man.
break.
I hope he's doing
He
good.
is, yeah. He is, man. Absolutely. How are you fellas?
Dude, better now that you're here. We're doing
Yeah.
really good though. Things are good, man. We're just celebrating the Hex's 3rd birthday.
Fuck yeah. Dude, it's coming up to like 4 years that I've been involved with this shit. Isn't that fucking crazy?
Yeah, it is super
It's
crazy.
insane.
I remember, I've been watching Richard Hart since 2017, and when he started saying, "I'm going to do my own token," and he said, "I'm going to do useful proof of work," and he started talking about the computational fluid dynamics, the CFD coin. It's like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then he pivoted to Bitcoin Hex, and then took Bitcoin out of the name altogether. And I was there for all of it. I didn't post a lot in the Telegram back then, but I'm just gonna say this: if you guys haven't been blocked or removed from one of Richard Hart's chat rooms, you're not a true Hexican. So, and had to crawl back on your knees. Please, Richard, let me back in.
I mean, literally,
If you haven't
within
done
about
something to
5
upset the
minutes-
boss, man, at some point, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I agree, man. I actually agree. That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's so
Yeah,
true.
I get banned within 5 minutes of being in the PulseChain chat when I first entered. Because I was posting pictures of me winding up or taking the piss out of a scammer. I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was in one of the other chats and I managed to get back in. I was like, "Oh, sorry, I was just like trying to have a laugh." And all that. No, you can't post pictures of scammers and stuff. I'm like, all right, okay, fair enough. And I still love to do that to this day. I've got an entire folder in Telegram dedicated to scam texts. And every now and again, I did it earlier tonight, actually, for the first time in a while. I'll go in and I'll just hit all these people up and just start taking the piss out of them, just start having a laugh. I had one going one night I had them going for about a week about talking about how I was heavily invested in lightly salted popcorn.
Heavily invested in lightly salted popcorn. Where the
Yeah,
hell you come up with this shit?
I lost a ton of money in Bitcoin, but lightly salted popcorn saved my life.
Let me tell you about the next big thing since Bitcoin. Lightly salted popcorn.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I had a whole speech about how we need to get it into schools. If we can get it into high schools, then this thing's gonna do. Yeah, I had this whole narrative for it.
No, seriously, you actually saved your life off of unsalted fucking popcorn.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy, bro.
When
Popcorn,
Monopoly, sir.
I didn't eat no corn. I didn't eat no corn, fat bastard. Fuck.
Get in my belly.
Oh my god, you got it
Get in my
live.
belly.
Live. That's brilliant.
I've heard that. I've heard that today. Get in my belly.
I actually made a meme which was fat bastard in the sumo suit going hex in my belly.
That's a great meme.
I bust it out now and again.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of how it is right now, innit? If you've got the money, then damn, you better be DCAing your ass in, especially if you're like me and when I get in, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, Dorsey wants you to invest in purple burglar alarms. Could you say that for us again, please?
Again, purple burglar alarm. I don't know.
It's the R's. The 7 R's in there.
Dorsey, we've done this dance, sir. And I still please tell me what it is supposed to sound like. Purple burglar alarm. Purple burglar alarm. I don't know. Even if I try in different Scottish dialects, I still aren't getting it. So you need to fill me in. Please put me out my misery, Dorsey. I think you might be getting the wrong accent.
I don't think so. I think he's spot on.
I think you got it pretty good.
We've even
Now
got
and
It Is Now saying,
then
can you
just
say
once
that
more
again,
say
please?
it confuses me.
I lose you
I've
halfway through burglar, man. It's just a purple burr and then ra la 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 after like the end part of it.
Well, it's Christmas. There's Torrin.
What's going on?
Hey, Lauren and Dorsey. What's up, guys?
Dorsey, that's a nice looking shirt that you got there, friend.
Yeah, man. It kind of fits. It's a bit tight for a fat bastard like me, but
I like the color.
No, I
It's the
couldn't
same
tell,
color.
man. I couldn't tell, man.
No, we
Okay,
can't
it's
tell.
the same color as my burglar alarm.
yeah. So it's like the guy that told me about it, it's a real tongue twister for you Scots, and it's. I think it's the guys with the real strong Scottish accent that really struggle. And as Max said, it's the R's, it's the 15 R's that are in it.
Oh, so the joke is that it's meant to be hard to say. Got you. I'm in on it now. I get it.
I love it. That is freaking awesome. Oh, we got the hexiest man in the world here.
Ned, you just go purple burglar alarm.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah. I mean, you think the way I enunciate it is bad. Like if you were in a I suppose you would call it ghetto in Glasgow, it'd be purple burglar alarm. So there you go.
Have you seen that clip of that Irish guy that like he lives? I think he's Irish, but he like lives in. He's like a drunk, an alcoholic, and like he's a tourist attraction over in Ireland, and he's got like 2 huge front teeth, and you just can't understand. Like, if you think purple burglar alarm is bad, like 98% of the shit that comes out of this dude's mouth is just like, and then hurry, and you're like, what the fuck language are you speaking, man? Because it's not fucking English. Like, it's like.
That's like half the Hexican streams I listen to. If I'm like just listening like in the background, that shit doesn't work because that's all I hear. I have to like, okay, let me focus, actually sit down and listen to what the hell they're saying. Otherwise, it just comes out damn gibberish.
It's funny because I can understand. I mean, other than Unwrecked Pirate and his bogan speak, I can understand all the Aussies, and I can understand the Scotsmans. I can understand the Welsh. I can't understand for the life of me Steph from Staker App. It sounds like he's talking with fucking marbles in his mouth. I'm like, man, you lost me 3 words in. I'm sorry. And he's a smart dude. He's got good things to say. I can't. He sounds very Frenchy. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah,
he sounds like the tanks rolled in from Germany and he just got out of the way and said, "Come on in." So that's how it sounds.
Yeah, the French and English don't mix very well together.
I know it's been a long time rivalry, that's for sure.
Mac, it's good to see you, brother. That laugh, and I wasn't. I had a couple things going on, but I was like, "Wow, shit!" Hex 3rd birthday, got to be a part of this on the Discourse, and then you showed up. I was like, "Oh yeah,
Torrin, it's good to see you, brother. I love seeing you in the chats. It's good to see you on stream."
Thank you. Yeah, I thought about jumping in a few times with Discourse, but when there's already like 8 or 9 people, and you got
it's difficult
enough entertainment already, it's even more fun just to pay attention to the chat. T-Bird, what's up? But yeah, it's been a good entertaining bear market, that's for sure.
Yeah,
there's so much going on right now. Like I spent 3.5 hours this morning listening to that Kanye West and Alex Jones interview. After this, I've got to go and listen to like the Elon Musk dumping all of like the Hunter Biden information on Twitter.
Where are you gonna find where is that information too? Because I've
got it bookmarked. I'll send it over.
Okay. Yeah, please do. I'm interested to look at that.
There's so much crazy.
Dude, I was listening. The funniest freaking Patrick Bet David podcast I've ever heard is they just had what's his name Andrew Schultz on, and dude, Flagrant. Flagrant, and he freaking was hilarious. He's like, when someone comes on and starts yelling or starts saying some weird ass shit and Alex Jones has to back off like, whoa, that's too extreme for me. You know you're extreme.
Dude, there was so many times during that when Alex Jones like laughs nervously. And when Alex Jones is laughing nervously, like live on, man, you know you've like hit some nerves there, and you know you're saying some just absolutely wild fucking shit.
Yeah, there's
shout out to those guys.
What about I don't know, Kanye? I was always kind of on the fence about. Like it was like it. I didn't need to take him either way, but like this logo that he came out with recently. Have you seen it? It's like a swastika combined with the Star of David and like some kind of flow together. It just looks wicked to me. I don't know, but like, and because of course when you're combining those two things, it's just very odd. Like, there's definitely all kinds of things getting heated up. It's very interesting.
Things are more complex than we realize, and I think a lot of people always go, oh, you know, I don't really like that person, or I don't like this person, or I'm weird about this person, or I'm weird about that person. But like, if they're doing things that push us forward, I really don't give a fuck. Like I care about what's going to push us forward. I don't like, I'm never like, oh, I like this person, I don't like this. Like, if you're pushing humanity forward, I'm about that shit, man. Like you might have fucked up in the past. Who hasn't fucked up in the past? We've all hurt people. We've all been assholes to people. We've all been shitheads to people. We've all done that kind of thing. I think that to just be like, oh yeah, you're like, he's done all of this and he's done all of that. It's like, this is part of the game, man. Like he was involved with Balenciaga for a while, and like now he's like against all of that kind of stuff. And it's like, okay, cool. You're allowed to, like, people are allowed to change, and you're allowed to have a redemption arc, and you're allowed to be like a force for good, even if you've been a force for bad in the past. Like,
another point, right? Redemption.
As we were earlier, Hexamac, about, you know, the ability to be able to change. Like, if a community, whatever it is, becomes stagnant, then, you know, then it dies. And you can't, you know, progress.
I see a lot of people giving BitBoy shit recently over all of the like, oh, but you shilled all of this stuff to all of these people during the thing, and you did all of this, and you did all. Absolutely.
I can't believe he has the balls, and even in front of Richard, like, I'm the guy, I saved you, but I'm there, like, what? Are you serious? I'm like,
if you're gonna go down to fucking Panama, dude, and confront the dude that it's like responsible for losing how many millions and billions of dollars of people, like, I don't stand here and like idolize. I don't idolize anyone. Like,
he honestly was one of the first people that clued people, and I'm like, BitBoy was honestly one of the first people that clued me into SBF and Solana and everything, because he wasn't afraid to say. He wouldn't necessarily tell you the real like conspiracy about them, but he would say, okay, this is Circle, you know, this is Consensus, this is, you know, JP Morgan, and like, you know, without but it always bugged me, especially because when I knew he was into Hex, and for a while I would go in there like for months, every single day, both of his shows, and not shill Hex, but promote Hex, and I knew he was already into it. This is before, like, right before and right after PulseChain sack, or during PulseChain sack, and I knew he was into it already, and that it was just some of his crew and whoever else he was involved with, and that just bugged the hell out of me. I knew he was somehow, you know, wouldn't say it because he was going to step on somebody else's toes, and I'm like, well, he's not, you know, he's I could see what his angle was, but at the same time, like, I've always appreciated him because he hit a large swath of people, and he did even back Hex at the time. Like, I can't remember when the first time he had Richard on, but
within the last 24 months, I'd say. I don't think I remember seeing him ever being on anything BitBoy before. Like, within the last 24 months, he may have been, but that might be some deep old.
2018 and 2019, I saw him on a bunch of. Well, I saw him a few times on the Beards and Bitcoin podcast with his buddy in Texas, and it was never seemed like actionable intel. It was never. I wasn't super entertained. Like they were fun to watch a little bit on the entertainment side, but there was never. If I'm listening to crypto stuff, I wanted to know, I want to know some alpha. I want to understand something that I don't already know that might be actionable later on in the space. Like, is there going to be something that can make me money? And I never seemed like I got that from them. All they talked about back then was Bitcoin and Ethereum, really. And then he started getting paid to chill other things, and so then we saw.
It was
other things.
right to promote Hex, his chats. That's why I loved it. Like I appreciated that he hit such a big audience, and like they didn't, for the most part, ever. I got banned once, or I got timed out once for promoting Hex. So that was like, I thought that was super cool. Like and they did have like daily news too, so it wasn't like the worst thing to listen to while I was doing it either. I never made it through a whole stream. But, you have to appreciate that somebody really is like putting in that effort to hit big numbers. You know what I mean?
Dorsey,
like anybody.
Shout out to Dorsey.
Real quick, Torin. Let me just give a shout out to
What's
Dorsey.
going on?
Hexy Quinn says, "Look at Dorsey driving his backwards ass car with his headphones on, drunk ass."
I'm not drunk anymore.
Yeah, that's what they all say. That's what they all say.
No. I honestly, I used to be a drunk. I used to be a drunk before my kids were born, and ever since then, I can count on one hand how many actual cartons of beer I've drunk in 14 years. So. I used to be a heavy drinker. I used to manage bars and stuff like that. Yeah.
Mad props to you.
Not anymore.
Mad props to you.
Good job, brother. Good job, brother. I had a non-alcoholic Heineken tonight.
Oh God!
Actually, I had two of them.
To put it in perspective, I'll put it in perspective for you. I bought a carton of beer and a bottle of Jim Beam last Christmas. I've still got the bottle of Jim Beam from last Christmas. So that's how much I don't drink.
Nice, brother.
That's what my dad
anyway,
says.
I'm working, hey. I'm working at the moment, so I'll be in and out.
Fuck yeah, man. Kinetics. That's what my dad says about non-alcoholic beverages. He's like, I like the taste of them. I'm like, yeah, sure. That's why you're drinking it, buddy.
So every now and then I miss the taste of beer because, like, I'll like. Especially when I get done mowing the lawn or something like that.
So it is true.
Hot outside,
it is the truth.
And I'm like, man, I could just use like a nice light cold beer right now, but I haven't had a drink in over 12 years. Or about almost 12 years. It'll be 12 years in January.
Dude.
And so I just haven't had a drink. So every now and then just a non-alcoholic is like, yeah, that hits the spot for me.
Fair enough.
I love that. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Now I know my dad's not fucking bullshitting me when he says that. The 98 other drinks that he has in the beer fridge at his heart, like he drinks regular beer. It's just like, why get the non-alcoholic one? You know?
Yeah, I'll give you that one. I'm still gonna call you gay.
It's the same reason why people get Diet Coke. It's the same reason, in my opinion.
Yeah, right.
That's true.
Well, it's just it's I'm very, very disciplined with my diet and with my habits and things of that nature. And I just don't, if I make a pact with myself that you're no longer going to drink ever again, like I take that very seriously, that I made that oath with myself. So with the non-alcoholic beer, I can still have that taste every now and then and not have to worry about whether I can stop drinking the next one. So that was my problem. So I wasn't the kind of alcoholic that had to have a drink every day. My problem was once I got started, I was having too much fun and I didn't know when to stop. Yeah. And then the next thing you know, I wake up 12 hours later in a ditch on a country road somewhere out in the middle of nowhere. Like, how the fuck did I get here? So no more of those days for me.
Yeah, totally, man. Totally.
I'd probably be dead if I didn't quit drinking. It's been it's been 6 years, 2 weeks ago.
Good for you, brother. Hell yeah, man.
Good job, man.
Congrats, man.
I think
Congrats.
I did like
I've
a
only done,
year, like 15 months the first time, and then I don't know what it was. I can't remember exactly. I just like fell right off. And then, well, actually, no, I remember now. I tried to start slow. That lasted like a week. So that, and then it was probably a year of really solid, crazy fun drinking again. And then I was like, no, I got to it all kind of finally clicked and made sense, you know, everything. The health
Bit finesse is blowing up my fucking phone. Where's the link?
Is
to
it
this?
Bit Finesse?
Yeah. Can you hear that?
Yeah, that's Bit Finesse.
I'm like looking at my phone. I'm like, is it me? Is it me? Like, what the
All the guy needed to do was let me know, and I'll put it in the chat here. There it is. Bit Finesse, it's in the chat.
Yeah, where'd Thoughts go? Is he still in here?
Dude, if you saw some of these DMs that he's sending through.
No, thank you.
I think Bit Finesse is my spirit animal. I think I'm going to change my name to Bit Torin, actually, because I've been finessed. I've been done finessed.
I just want to see the text. Show us the text.
Oh, really?
Is it a dick
Yeah,
pic? Then I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. If that's what he's saying.
BitBoy and Richard go back, and BitBoy really should have had his back a lot more. That always annoyed me. Like,
I should have.
I think some people can't see what's coming as clearly as other people. Like, if BitBoy knew that like he was gonna have this redemption arc and all of this kind of shit with, you know, stuff, he probably would have played things a bit differently. But some people can't. Like, some people can see the future very clearly, and then other people can't. I don't think BitBoy is that great at seeing what's coming, honestly. Because like, if think about it, even when he was like, oh yeah, like I made 60K on Hex or whatever, it's like, bruh, like you are so short-sighted with this thing. Like it's not even funny, man. And I was so glad that like when I heard he was like, yeah, we sold our position now. I'm like, good. I'm glad you sold your position out, man. How many millions of dollars would that shit have turned into if you had held on to that? Millions.
Yes, I know.
It makes me wonder.
He got it early. He got it when he streamed with Richard right after Hex started. So he got in earlier. Like he could have gotten the full 10,000x probably.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Fucking Torin got banned. Torin. Hey, who the fuck banned Torin? Torin is the nicest guy ever. Torin, you got banned. You're not above getting banned, Torin. Hilarious.
Finbear banned me once, so that's like a badge of honor I got.
Finbear don't count. Finbear's in fucking La Land. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Finbear. You're out in the woods chopping shit. Actually chopping wood in the woods, Finbear. Okay.
Yeah, he's probably literally chopping wood at this moment for his sauna. So not even kidding. Like, he's probably actually doing that.
That's a flex, man. I'm chopping wood for my sauna.
Yep. He has a. He just laughs at my cute little infrared sauna, and he's like, "That's not a real man sauna." And then he shows me a video, sends me a video of him walking around his sauna, and it's right on the lake, so you can just jump into the water when you get out.
Man.
And it's all frozen over. I was like, "Man, you're making a guy jealous over here."
Fuck, that's
you're on
like the
you're on that path though, right? Kinetics.
I'm on the what?
You're on that path though, right?
What
to your
path?
sauna on the lake?
A future better sauna and an ice lake.
Yeah, aren't we all?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, my dream is running water. Like if you can get, and I just mentioned it to a friend. I'm like, I need to make an app that'll search all the property that has running water that's for sale right on like federal property, so I could walk out the back door and go off into miles.
I'm just gonna buy the lot next to Finbear's, and I'm gonna be a pain in the ass for him like forever. That's what I'm gonna do.
Get him to do it all your work for you.
Yeah,
man, I can't wait to see this. Like the absolute like tomfoolery and pranks that we're going to be able to do to each other over the next 15 like years. Like,
YouTube is going to be full of Hexican pranks.
Some
Everyone
Hexicans should
pranking
invent
each other.
hexpranks.com and just be like, you want to prank a Hexican?
I better buy that real quick before
prank a
someone else
Hexican?
gets that domain. Before
oh my
someone else
god,
gets that domain.
hexpranks.com. Shit.
If
Where's
Vanessa
Stones?
bought it, I bet you. Yeah, if Stones is watching, it's already taken. I guarantee it.
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay.
It's
got-
gone.
Dude,
Biddy, I'm so glad to see you, man. I don't get to see you often enough. How you doing?
Who's that? Vanessa?
Biddy Cent. Biddy Cent.
Biddy Cent. Biddy
We
Cent.
got to kick some people off stream, I think. If I sound great for you guys, I can hear what everyone's saying. If everything sounds good.
Oh, you're
then
good.
No,
You sound great, dude.
It's cutting up for me, but I think that's normal. If you don't have a good.
Cool. Hey guys,
Is that
guys, I
normal?
want everyone to shut up for a second, okay? This is a whole cranberry. The season is running out. This is the most cancer-killing fruit on Earth, guys. The whole cranberry. If you take the water out of this, it makes cancer grow faster. A dried cranberry makes cancer cells grow faster in the human body. Cranberry sauce, even more so. You need the whole cranberry. And here's the thing. This kills more cancer than any fruit on Earth. You got to get it like this. If you take the water out, you're fucked. The season is running out. These are like $1 a pound, $2 a pound. A whole pound of these, well, not a pound, but 12 ounces of these, 3/4 of a pound, is like 150 calories, guys. It's fuck all, okay? And you know what? They taste like puke. Yeah, you know, after you puke, after you've been boozing and shit, Tangent, I'm talking you, Tangent. Famous, maybe famous. You know, after you've been barfing your ass off the next morning, it tastes like shit, tastes like puke. That's what these cranberries taste like. So if you want to intermittent fast,
that's the 22-year-old me. I swear to God, man, that was like some fucking whiskey, fucking Jameson. Oh, excuse me.
It
man.
had to be. It had to be.
100%.
That's what 23 is. Whiskey,
Grappa.
Jameson, respect.
Grappa.
Yes.
Then to finish it, grappa.
Guys, these things, if you want to not eat for the rest of the day, you won't feel like eating anything after these because you'll have puke in your mouth. If you can become an expert at eating these things, you'll live longer, you'll feel better, you'll be better than your competition. All those people out there whining and bitching that their crypto's down, you can tell them to fucking pound sand. We don't give a fuck. Our shit is staked. We don't give a fuck that it's a bear market. Hey, look at that. Look at all that motherfucking oats, baby. Yeah.
Dude, I got my eyes on that fucking watermelon right next to you. What's
Dude,
going on with that?
Right? That's what I was thinking. Like, that looks
That's his volleyball. He's like, fuck it, man. He's like, the guy only had one ball. I have two of them now, man.
You got that for
Shit.
Just in case he's talking.
I see a hole in that. I see a hole in the bottom of that. What's going on with that?
I know. It's wet. I know. This tomorrow, I'm driving 700 miles. I'm cutting this in half, putting it in between my legs, putting a spoon in there. This is a bowl of ice cream, and this is no calories. What the fuck?
Yeah, sure. That's what
hang
you're
on.
gonna do.
Watermelon, gentlemen. I listen to podcasts. I hear the commercials. Someone's buying the dick pills, guys. Watermelon keeps your dick hard. The best out of any drug. It keeps all the veins in your arteries clean. Guys, listen to me. I'm an expert. I'm correct on this. Listen to Finesse. Blueberries are phenomenal. Blueberry.
Yes.
Put head to head against Viagra. Watermelon does best, guys. Get your blueberries too.
Okay.
Blueberries are phenomenal.
Hey, yeah, it's not an either or.
Guys.
It's a both. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It's, get it all, man. It's winter.
Yeah. Human X trafficker asks,
okay.
What kind of cranberries? What kind of cranberries, Finesse?
Whole cranberries.
Yeah, but like, is there
right, Hexy, proof of beard?
Are there multiple like strains of cranberries, or is there like just
don't matter,
man?
One. They'll be in the store for the next like month and a half, and then they'll be gone for the rest of the fucking year. Hex Mac, go get them. bro. Go get him, my man. And I fucking love you, dude. I'm just gonna watch all you guys die. I can watch all you motherfuckers die.
Dude, he's in Australia.
Guys,
What's the season in
come with me.
Australia?
Come with me, guys.
It's summer, man.
Guys, come with me.
My summer
Guys,
short.
I got the
Dude.
flu. Hang on. I got the flu, guys. I got the fucking flu. I got the
How
flu.
long has it been?
I got the flu bad at the end of 2013. In October 2013, I got the fucking flu. And I'm never getting it again. Like, fuck you and all that shit. No.
Watermelon.
Done. No doctors, no nurses, no pills, none of that bullshit. Fuck off, man. I used to be a contract analyst, guys. The health and shit. There's no look, guys. You got to do it yourself.
100%.
100%.
There's no healthcare.
What
guys.
is it? Who was it? Freaking was it Socrates? Talks about a man's food and being his own doctor. I'm gonna screw it up if I try to.
The medicine be thy food and food be thy medicine.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there was another one that he said too. Another quote about the man that isn't his own doctor is a fool or something. Was it? No, I don't think it was Hippocrates, Sandy Beach, because I understand the Hippocratic Oath came from Hippocrates, but I don't believe that was. Maybe it was. Maybe I'm getting my philosophical legends. Was it? Okay.
Yeah, Hippocrates.
It's a good one,
if you're
guys.
not your own doctor, you are a fool.
Yep.
I want to know
sure
how
you guys
Hippocrates knew that ground flaxseed is the most dense source of omega-3 fatty acids on Earth. I want to know how that guy knew. Someone's coined for saying, where there's flax, there will be better health. I want to know how they knew that before the microscope.
Right?
What the fuck?
Was it just a lot of people trying a lot of shit? Like, hey, maybe if I eat this, oh, he's dead. Don't take that. Oh, he's doing pretty well, and he's a lot of
bodies.
that.
A lot of
dead
bodies. Welcome to
Yep.
crypto. A lot of bodies, guys. A lot of bodies. They lead right here.
That's right.
Gandhi said that. Gandhi said that.
Lead right here.
He said, wherever flax seeds become the regular food item among the people, there will be better health.
Hey, Hexmac. Thank you for that. The bodies and the bodies lead right here, Hexmac. The fucking bodies lead right here, man.
The alien show,
so guys, in crypto, it all just ends up going to hex, man. It all just fucking funnels. Dude, I said it fucking 3 years ago. It all just funnels into hex. Like, it's wide, and it takes time, and it just funnels into hex. That's what it does.
You ain't said nothing bad about steak. No one said don't eat meat, but you gotta eat your berries too.
I'm not telling anybody what to eat, what not to eat. I'm just saying, fucking
not medical
reality could be. I mean, guys,
venison and persimmons, DJ. That's my local food for the winter. We got persimmons going off like crazy right now every year. Right after the first frost, they're amazing. Tons of them. That and venison.
Hey, you know what I thought didn't count, guys? I thought macros didn't count. And I thought your calories didn't count. That's how fucking retarded I was. Hey, but do you remember when I was on Maddie's stream and I said that what makes me a genius is that I know that I'm a quarter retarded? Right?
Yeah, that's what makes every genius a genius, knowing that they're like at least half retarded.
I can have my own back.
Yeah. I strongly believe that. That's not even a joke, man. Like, if you don't understand how fucking stupid you are in the grand context of like everything that we don't know,
of all
you're
the
a
knowledge
fucking idiot.
out there, yeah.
I'm just
you're supposed to be stupider than you are in the present the day before. Always. That's how you grow.
Well, how come we only
The day
use
before, you're
10% of our brains? Like, what the hell's the other 90%?
Well, that's a myth because what you're doing so many things subconsciously that like I don't even think that's possible. You have to be using your whole brain.
It definitely sounds like a myth.
Unless
what
it's
the hell
like
was the other 90% before?
Everything else, like you think about pumping your heart.
Hey, pump that shit, man.
No, it's crazy.
Your
Like,
whole
think
body
about
is
it.
a series of
Do you
pumps.
think about breathing? Like, do you actually think about breathing?
Dude, people don't realize how much of a People don't realize how much of a pumping operation your fucking body is. You're a pump, and you got every muscle's a pump. You're just a series of pumps.
How do you
And
think you get a random
pump that shit.
boner?
Hey, dude, I started pumping my blood to 140 beats per minute every single day, whether I work out or not. Who cares? Like, if nothing else, I'm pumping my blood to 140 beats per minute. And then, if nothing else, right? Holy shit, guys! Consider thinking about maybe considering that. Maybe consider it. I fucking force it on myself like a gangster, and I love it. Consider it.
140 is not that high.
What's Dorsey trying to show us?
I don't know, but it looks pretty fucking
Hey,
sick.
Dorsey. Yes, Dorsey.
Nice, beautiful summer day. Nice, beautiful summer day north of Brisbane.
Torin got blocked. Torin, you got banned, Torin. Oh, I'm gonna hold it over you forever.
Dude, I didn't
Torin
even
is
try
one
and get
tough
back in the
bastard, guys.
last
You guys
time
know
that
how
happened.
tough a
I'm not
motherfucker
gonna tell you
Torin
which
is. You
one,
guys have
though.
no idea, man. Torin is a beast. Torin's a badass, guys. You guys don't know this dude. Hey, there's one dude on the planet I probably wouldn't fight. It's Torin. I'd fucking fight all you together before I fight Torin. Yep. And one of you guys will fight all you together before I ever fight Torin. Fuck you, Torin. I'm running.
Torin's
dude.
a fucking badass.
I'm
man.
shooting
You
wildly
don't want to
behind
get
me.
kicked out of
Yeah.
bed. That's all.
He's a badass.
You wouldn't hit
Hey,
your woman, right?
Fucking yeah. Torin. Yeah. Good to see you, Torin. I hope you're well,
I love
man.
you.
Good evening.
Yeah, dude. You guys make me well every day.
That's
Love
awesome.
it.
Thanks, man.
3
Yes.
years,
Mexico is a beautiful place.
30 ago. For me, at least. Maybe 60.
Hex Mac, the hair looks good, my
Into
man.
real longevity research.
What's he
You're
doing?
rocking hard, man.
What are you doing, Josh?
I'm here in Scottsdale for a real
Showing us
longevity
his
doctor
family
tomorrow.
jewels.
I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow with a longevity doctor.
Oh, yeah, the longevity doctor, really?
Yep,
Where's
seriously.
that at?
It's in Scottsdale. She's been on our channel several times.
Oh,
Oh, is that the
Dr.
like celebrity one?
Shrednecki.
Kinetics.
Yeah, Dr. Shrednecki. Yep.
Nice.
She's
followed
Robert
me on Instagram, I
Kiyosaki's
think.
doctor. Yep. She's
Yeah, she's cool.
Robert Kiyosaki's doctor, and so she literally does all the research on senolytics, and she's where like a naturopath meets a Western doctor, because she realizes there's advantages to both, and she's real big into all the things. Like she even does tests to see internally what age you are versus your actual age, and see if you're aging too fast or if you've been able to slow down your aging. So getting my blood test done tomorrow. That's what I'm here for.
Well, the next step,
Yeah, next I have a
I
question
want
for
to
you.
know your age. I want to know how old you are compared to your actual
I need to
age.
ask her. I've never asked her to do that test for me, but I do need to.
You
I
should.
need to do it just for the hell of it.
Yeah, just for shits and
Have you heard
giggles.
of David
Maybe it'll
Wolf?
tell you you're like 97. You know.
I keep trying to drop David Wolf Hexicans. I know he's into crypto, but he's big into longevity too. And his parents were I think both of his parents were medical doctors, and he's done a lot of actual research too. But he's got a lot of great stuff on longevity, and he has a whole some classes that he did years ago, but they're available, I think, still on videos on longevity on conferences that he held with a bunch of different experts and different things. They were really great.
Yeah,
but he's into crypto. I want to get him. He was in the spaces the other day with Richard, and I tweeted at him. I'm not a big Twitter person, but I know he was there watching, so at least I dropped another hint on him for Hexico. But he'd be great.
I'm only in Twitter just because I feel obligated being part of this community, and I fucking hate that cesspool over there, man. I can't stand 5 minutes of Twitter.
It's not that bad.
Bro, before Hex, I didn't
Kinetics,
have an
you gotta follow
Instagram.
cooler
I didn't have a
people,
Telegram.
man.
I didn't have a Twitter.
I guess so. I need to stop following
Drop
these Hexicans.
Dude,
That's
drop all
for
those
damn
fucking
sure.
losers. Dude, drop everybody. Follow me, Hex Torin, Famous, maybe Captain.
I think I'm already following
Maybe.
you guys. I just need to get rid of a few others. There we go.
Fuck everybody else.
That fucking
Yeah, I
we
did a
got-
clean out too.
We got Thoughts Child in the house, sweet and sour.
Kinetics,
Sweet
I
and
have a question
sour.
for
I
you,
like
man.
that. Yeah.
I mean, this is going to open a line of dialogue, and if this is not cool, just say so.
I am not worried.
Those guys who you guys had on your channel, the Mindset of Fitness guys, are they coming back? What's their deal? All
They're
right.
they're only doing a monthly show now. So,
Look, Kinetics. Look, man, the community fucking hates them. But look, hang on. You got to keep them here, man. Because this is going to result in a question to you. Those guys, I was listening to their shit, and I asked a question, a very deliberate question, a few months ago in their chat. And I'm not going to say right now what that question is. But that guy, Ryan, he answered that question in what I think, maybe I'm wrong or misinterpreting this, but what I perceive to be a soft answer. As if saying the answer to my question is somehow unacceptable or banned or censored or not okay. And if that is the case, is something like that going on that you know of that would be above all of us? I mean, there would be nothing. I mean, this, has anyone said, hey, this cannot be said ever? And
I don't know what we're referring to, so I must have missed it.
Okay.
Here's
what I asked.
Not by me.
Here's what I asked. Here's what I asked, because I've been wondering this question for a long time. I've been asking it for a long time, and I've just, through my personal life, I've noticed that no one, I mean, people will deliberately take a hard turn. It's like, wow, what is this? They won't answer. The question is, hey guys, is this stupid or genius that if you want to be 10% body fat, your diet needs to be 10% fat? Is that stupid, or is that smart? Is that good or bad? Is that genius, or is that? And Ryan said, here.
Okay.
Not crazy. Not
I think
crazy.
he's cutting out. Or I'm cutting out.
Not.
Yeah, Bits headphones are cutting quite a bit.
Crazy.
You maybe
Yeah.
just drop.
Hang on.
Thos needs the link again
Wait.
too. Thos child.
I just put it in there for him.
Oh, okay, there you go.
But
Go
Motley's
shit,
right.
Motley.
3 years and Bitfinesse is still using the same shitty headphones.
But he just does that to
He's
make
got
us
2
listen
pairs now.
harder. Like, what?
So-
He's got 2 pairs of shitty headphones now.
Oh, he's got 50, dude. That's
Yay, Hex. Yay,
He
Hex.
finds something he likes, buys 2 dozen of them. That's what the problem is.
Biffness, you need to stop buying so much Hex, bro, and you need to buy at least 1 decent pair of headphones.
We'll allow you for 1 week to not DCA into Hex so we can get a decent headset. Yeah.
Packing good.
Definitely need a new pair of headphones. Everyone's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Everyone's just like, what the fuck? Definitely needs a new pair of headphones. Okay, guys, we're gonna do a sacrifice, new sacrifice wallet, get Bitfinex some headphones. Okay, we're gonna put up.
That's on the top of
So
the list.
you can up at $50.
Oh, bro, I had to come back from making a coffee. That was a fucking excellent sacrifice for Bitfinesse's headphones.
Yeah, man. I'm starting it right now. Fuck it. I'll even do a GoFundMe. Just so we don't have to dump the price.
Awesome. I got 5 on that. How much do we need? What's a good set of headphones these days?
I know, right?
Let's get him some
What is
pink
it?
skull candies. Some
There we
pink,
go.
you know, it's gonna have the pink headphones that have like little
Yeah, I got
fucking
5 on
kitty,
it.
with the kitty thing.
Like the loonies, I got 5 on it.
Yeah.
I got a tree
I'll
too.
give someone that
I'll
doesn't
give him
need
my
it.
I'll give him my poor pled tokens on one of the wallets.
There you
Like
go.
a 1 hex.
There you go.
I'll give him the poor
Well,
pled
free
token.
claim. You dumping your free claim on us, famous?
No, I'll be honest with you. For every wallet, I did a 1 hex stake back in the day. Just to, well, actually, it wasn't one. Most of them are 250 hex. But I wanted to do it to prove hex is the way. Like, look, this is gonna be profitable in long term, and then behold, it became profitable just because of fucking Pulse those. But yeah, now I just claim everything on those. So it's like if I lose it, someone scams me. It's like, well, here, take 250 hex. I'm all fucking worried. Claim it in 15 years. Claim it or unstake it.
Wow.
Guys, we're getting paid today. Like, come on, like I'm all worried. But yeah,
that's like Davin's idea. It's an interesting idea, Davin Eco Builder, and I got to go back and rewatch his stream. He brought out some heavy stuff. He started right as the Discourse stream starting the FN Hangout. So like a few minutes before, I felt bad leaving even because he was talking about Togosh. Have you guys heard that? I don't know if you want to talk about
Yeah,
that.
we brought it up. We brought it up. That he was getting knocks on the door from an FBI agent, but he didn't answer the door.
Yeah.
But you have to think about it like what he did, right? He just sent shit to people's houses. Like that could be like.
Well, direct mailers
could be
do
worth
it for
an
everything.
investigation. Could be worth an investigation.
You can do that for real estate. You can do that for your penis pills. You can do that for anything. Like, it's not illegal to send spam mail.
Yeah, but the problem I think with the government is that the currency could be used to like AML. You can't AML. You can't do terrorists with fucking selling a penis product. You know what I mean? Like. You could do whatever you want, send your real estate stuff, or like like you show like the Chinese step store next to you or something. You can have stuff for that, but when it comes to like an actual product that could be used for problems like that, like actual threat, like
I saw an ad for PP on Nomics.
Oh yeah,
it was like totally threw me out. It was wild. I actually got in their chat and asked them if it was legit or if it was a scam. I didn't put the link or anything in there because I got
is legit. Foreign is fully legit. I can 100% confirm it's a legit project.
Well, the ad.
He's not talking about the project. He's talking about the ad.
Yeah, I thought the ad might have been put up by a scammer, to lead to a scam project. And I thought, well, probably not on Nomics, but I thought it was interesting because I hadn't heard anybody.
It's not cheap to advertise in these places, man. That's for sure.
I definitely wouldn't have had Hexy Bastard on my show twice if there was anything funny going on with that project. Those guys are
not the project itself. I thought somebody was trying to scam the project, like lead to a big sacrifice or lead to
like a scammy website. They got a $1 million sacrifice, so they can afford to put an ad on Nomics.
Yeah, I asked them. I just went straight to their chat and asked them to make sure it was legit, that they knew about it, that it wasn't something like somebody else put up to.
No, that's good job, man. That's definitely
even if it was a fake ad, that's really bullish.
Yeah, that's what I was that's my first thought was like, whoa, that's awesome. That's so cool. Yeah, because I mean, if people are succeeding in that way, where they can where they're taking now, I don't know the legalities of it, of course, but yeah, I thought it was cool.
I see that ad every fucking day. Every fucking day. That little thing hump in the air backwards and forwards.
Yes. Dude, that animation is hilarious, bro.
I want a whole thing cartoon.
That P
man.
looks more like a giant D.
Yeah, man, those boys are legit. I actually, one of the guys I know personally as well now. After the fact, but I know one of them personally now as well, and yeah, man, it's good people over there, 100%.
Yeah. They it's all straight up too. That's
good to have you, brother.
Well, thank you very much, Kinetics. I appreciate you saying so, man. It's good to see you guys. I got kind of excited because I was counting and I was like, goddamn, almost everybody in here is in the Divergent.
Yeah.
Fucking
All
pretty
right.
cool. And then Empty Coiner makes a pretty adroit observation. He says, "Oh, Thoughts-Child arrived and outro."
I know. Well, you always show up at the end of the show. You got 9.5 more minutes, so
That sucks. I think I might have to stream tonight. I tried all fucking day. I tried my guts out, man. But you know, the needs of 4 children are never going to desist. So you do what you got to do, right?
Do your responsibilities, bro. That's number one. Number one, bro. After it says.
Who you
Yep.
telling?
I agree, man. I got 4 of those guys too. 4 of those little ones, the little munchkins.
It's nice having a little bit of help, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, assistants or partners or nannies are recommended.
Or older siblings. My
Or
oldest
older
is 17,
siblings.
so he's really helpful. So.
I feel bad. I feel bad for my eldest because I think he gets an unfair portion, and I'm really kind of sensitive about that. Like, it's not his fault things are the way they are, so he shouldn't have to be overburdened at his age. You know what I mean?
No, but
he
it's
does a
good
good
for
job.
him.
He does a
It's
good job
for them.
Yeah,
and that'll be great for him in the long run. In the long
and
run,
the littles will always look up to him, and they'll always be close because of it. It'll be
that is
it'll
a
be
beautiful
good
thing there, what you just said, because that's what every parent wants. You know, I remember it's the one thing my mama used to cry about. She's like, I hope you guys look out for each other and love each other in the later years. You know, she'd get real bent out of shape when we didn't.
That's my biggest concern is I want these kids to freaking love each other and be there for each other no matter what. Because I try to tell them all the time, guys, friends come and go, but families are forever. So you guys gotta have each other's backs. Got to.
Yeah, man. And
I wish my kids saw that.
Ain't nobody closer than your brother or
family.
sister, man. Ain't nobody blood related closer than your brother.
Hey man, yeah, you shared a womb, right? Like
100%.
that's pretty some serious. That's some serious shit.
Can
Right
only
there.
build
It
an
always
empire
blows me
with
away when you hear
family.
about these wealthy families where like you find it comes out in the end that siblings were like trying to kill each other and shit just for some like money. It's like, what the hell?
I think when money
I
gets involved,
anything. I don't even understand that, bro. I would give everything to my brothers. I'd give everything to them, bro. I wouldn't even care. I'd be like, take it all, bro. As long as you're good.
Yeah, my sister and I've had this conversation. My mom's like, you guys got to figure out how you guys are going to split things up. I'm like, my sister can have it all. I don't care. I'm not, the last thing I want anything to happen is for money, my mom's inheritance to get in between me and my sister. Like, that is just stupid. Yeah. I've seen it tear people apart.
I flipped it. I saw it happening when I was a teenager. It destroyed my entire fucking family. So I flipped the power paradigm and was like, oh, instead of like everyone like, oh, waiting for inheritance or waiting for this and that, I'm going to give you so much fucking more than you can ever spend, than you can ever do, than you could like, I just want time with you people. I don't care about anything else. It's the time, like, and that time ticks away every fucking day, you know, like, it's not about money. And if you're
inheritance
your money,
different.
Inheritance
is different. I see it differently. I'm like, yo, I get 1/3, bro. We 1/3, bro. We did this together, I don't.
I'm making so much money.
I look at my brothers. I'm like, bro, you never give me. If you don't give me that 1/3, bro, I'm coming for you, bro. I don't even. I want that one.
I don't ever need.
I want 33.33.
Hunt you down.
Bro, I'd be like, I'll be out your window every night, just like. Give me the money, man. No, but no joke. It's just like if they need it, I'm 100% just giving it to them. If they need my time, I'll fly halfway across. My brother were to tell me I miss you. Well, he did that. Basically, he said I want you to be here for my birthday. I said okay, no problem. Left early. I left Portugal early, and I came right away back. I killed 3 birds with one stone. I did my mom, my brother, and I got my passport all in one thing by coming back. So now I'm just chilling, and then I wait to go back. But for me, it's like family's number one.
It's midnight Eastern time. But before this minute concludes, guys, belated happy 3rd anniversary, 3rd birthday to HEX, the token that changed all of our lives.
First year, the 3rd
I
year.
didn't hear it enough today, and I got to say it right now. Thank you, fearless leader Richard Hart, my brother, my leader, a friend to all of us who are truly with you, man. I bleed magenta, orange, and yellow now. Thanks, man, for everything.
Amen.
Thank you, Richard. TYRH, brother. TYRH.
TYRH.
Thanks for
Along with
solving
Hex
the biggest problem we've had in crypto since I started. No fucking yield trustlessly. So
I mean, guys, were you listening to them Twitter spaces and these guys that persist? I'm just like, how buck-toothed could you be, man? Like the dude already smoked you. Like comport yourself like a gentleman and just say, you were right, Richard. But they don't, man. They and it's a trip, man.
Yeah.
I heard the way Tone Vase was talking to Richard 2 weeks ago in that Twitter space. I wanted to throttle that dude, man. Like, how ignorant can you be?
He's sour, bro. He's sour.
He's real sour.
Dude, they're so fucking sour.
Like trifling. It's trifling.
They're all singing his song and using his taglines.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
And now we're hearing everybody in all of crypto say the shit that our guy has been saying for 5 years, man.
That's fucking
Everybody's
hilarious.
saying it.
Richard's gonna get so big in the next 5 to 10 years. You are not gonna be able to ignore this anymore.
Well,
like
you won't even be able to talk to him and be like, "Yo, man."
Like it's going to eclipse. Like
he'll be too busy talking to all the Instagram models. So.
Yeah.
That's all he cares about.
That and longevity.
Yeah, people that told him to go fuck himself now start off podcasts with, you guys know we really need to pay attention to some of these principles in cryptocurrency, and you should be a custodian of your own assets. And I'm like, huh? Like,
Capper, here's a hat.
People underestimate Neville's, you know, his the thought that's gone into his game, and also the dedication, like the outrage marketing thing, man. Like anyone that even some of you guys, I heard someone here, I think it was you, Kinetic, say you followed him since what, 2017?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
he was talking shit about all my
I
bags. I hated the fucking guy.
He was very different. He was very different back in 2017.
So just to put it into perspective, I found him at the start of this year, and I know him from just the start of this year.
Yo, Body Mac, man, you missed years where he would tell the Pope to get fucked.
Yeah,
he didn't give a fuck, dude, back in those days, dude.
The first time I saw Richard was when he debated Peter Schiff, and I found it via Peter Schiff because I was kind of Schiff. I liked him. And when I watched Richard fucking just dismantle that man on live stream,
Peter Schiff in the first 10 minutes says, I never said gold was a store of value.
He didn't even want to argue that gold was like good. He was like, "No, it's shit. I know that it's shit." This is done.
I love
Even
Richard
though-
Hart's rebuttal to that, though. Richard Hart's rebuttal to that was clearly plain and simple. Oh, this guy just changed his whole stance because I was prepared to tear apart why gold's a bad investment, but now you agree with me. Okay, great, sounds good.
Let's talk about HEX.
Another victory.
Let's talk about other news.
Do you know one of the things that stood out for me?
Let's talk about Alexander's.
The first time Richard Hart experiencer was when, like I say, it was just, I would say, at the very start of the outrage marketing. So where he was starting to do the flashy thing, but he hadn't gone full retard with it yet. Do you know what I mean? Like he was just starting to do the flashy thing. And Peter Schiff questioned him about his personal presentation. And his response was just so cool, Cat. And I heard a great one, which I'd like to share as well on Twitter, from Twitter Space. But he just went, "I'm from Miami, dude. We're all like this."
From Miami.
And there was another one. Do you know what? It was a fantastic one that I want to share because it's funny as well. And it's another reason why I like how he does things, even though I might not enjoy his current marketing strategy. But if you know, you know. Was when a guy in the Twitter Spaces, when he went into a brag mode after the FTX thing, he's like, one guy dropped in a comment, he's like, "Oh, you know, yeah, and your shit doesn't stink either." And he went, his response like that was, "Oh no, my shit stinks really bad, mate." No, he said, "Your farts don't stink." And he's like, "No, my farts stink really bad, dude, man. Like, I'll send you one in a bottle if you send me your address." And it just shut him down like that. I was just like,
yeah, Richard, he wouldn't hold back. He had 2 6 guns and he was pulling them and emptying them every opportunity he got back in 2017, 2018. He was telling people exactly where to go, exactly when to do so. I remember the Roger Ver shit, and that was one of his more respectful, moments with an opponent whom he had a little bit of respect for. You should have seen him when these people started coming at him real venomous and sideways, man. It was a thing of beauty. And it was especially refreshing because there you're really in that point in time where this left-wing, politically correct, fear-based, all masculinity is toxic. LGBTQRYSTUV is like all powerful now. And there's Richard unapologetically being his goddamn testosterone, masculine self. And it was just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I'll tell you another thing about it that was really cool. A lot of times guys that come from that angle, the whole thing will be sullied by a little bit of maybe like racism or a little bit of xenophobia or a little bit of misogyny. You know what I mean? And you'll be like, dude's like pretty cool, but he's broken. Richard, not an iota of that. You know what I mean, man? And it was just so beautiful.
Listen to this.
Shout out to Richard's tweet.
One day, testnet V3 will be out, then PulseChain.com and PulseX mainnet, then glory. I remember what out was like waiting for HEX to launch. Then all our dreams came true.
Oh, that is if that doesn't like get you excited about the future, I don't know what does. So yeah,
we're mere mortals, man. We just need a little shot in the arm from time.
4 more weeks. Hashtag 4 more weeks.
Thank you so much, Famous. I appreciate you putting that on stream because that is a perfect segue to this right here.